Hi. Today's video is about a police officer talking about having PTSD. Something that we haven't talked about so far is there are a lot of times that it's not just a one-time event for some people. In the case of domestic violence, it's a constant threat until you get away from the abuser. In my case, my dad was a violent alcoholic for a long time, and thank God he stopped drinking, and things did change in the family. But for all those years that he was causing a lot of havoc, destroying things around the house, causing a lot of fights, especially with my older brother, it was trauma that just didn't stop. And when it wasn't happening, there was always the threat of someone saying the wrong thing to set him off, or him hearing something, or whatever. We just never knew what was going to happen. We never knew when, he got behind the wheel of the car, whether he was coming back or if he was going to kill somebody, if the police were going to show up at the door. That's trauma that is constant. It was constant again after my husband came home. My ex-husband came home and tried to kill me one night, and then he stalked me for a couple of years. That's a different kind of trauma on a whole different level, because most traumas, it happens once and it doesn't happen again, even though you worry about it. So today I want to do the video on the police officer talking about having PTSD, because right now there's a lot of people that are facing the constant trauma of the pandemic. They're facing constant trauma as first responders, at hospitals, as doctors and nurses, and people are under an extreme amount of stress that just doesn't seem to be going away. And that's hard. It's very hard. When you're healing, it doesn't mean you're not going to have setbacks. It doesn't mean that you're going to always have just a smooth road ahead with no bumps, no construction, no detours, everything's going to be fine. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means you are in the right lane to take control back over your life. If you have setbacks, understand you are just a human being. And that is when you need a little bit more extra help. That's when you might need to, like we talked about with, you might need to jump start for your battery. You might need, your tire changed. You might need a complete tow truck. Different levels need different responses. But just understand that if you're going through a continual trauma, you're taking in a lot more than you were designed to handle. It's hard, but you get through it. The best advice that I can give is, aside from, talking to somebody and breaking that silence, remind yourself of all the other difficult times that you got through when you didn't think you were going to make it. Remind yourself of how good it felt when you came out on the other side of that really dark tunnel and things got better. Because things can get better again. And there's a lot more people out there right now trying to make a difference, trying to help you find that road to healing so that you can live a happier life. Don't give up. You didn't give up before. Don't give up now. And this will be a lot better road trip than it has been. So listen to the video on PTSD Patrol. with this police officer talking, and understand that a lot of jobs, it doesn't end. The trauma keeps happening, and you keep coming out on the other side. And eventually, with the right kind of help, you come out on the other side a lot happier. See you next time.